Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P1658 of the 2008 to 2012 Honda Accord refers to an ETCS, Electronic Throttle Control System, control relay on malfunction, indicating that there is an issue within the throttle control relay circuit. The Electronic Throttle Control System plays a vital role in regulating the airflow and engine response, and a malfunctioning relay can lead to performance problems such as reduced acceleration or limp mode activation. This error code can disrupt the proper functionality of the engine management system, potentially triggering further complications. The ETCS control relay is generally located in the underhood fuse and relay box in the engine compartment, making it accessible for inspection and testing. Ensuring the circuit integrity is key to diagnosing this issue properly, and as such, preliminary data such as freeze frame and snapshot information should be collected to facilitate accurate troubleshooting. The Electronic Throttle Control System, ETCS, is a crucial component in modern vehicles that replaces traditional throttle cables with electronic controls. Its primary role is to improve engine performance, fuel efficiency, and responsiveness by managing the throttle valve position electronically. The ETCS control relay, which is responsible for supplying power to the ETCS, is situated in the underhood fuse/relay box, typically located near the engine bay. If there's an issue with this relay, the system may fail to provide the necessary power, which can lead to drivability symptoms, such as hesitation during acceleration or even engine stalling. Furthermore, the integrity of connections between this relay and the engine control module, ECM, or powertrain control module, PCM, is essential, as poor connections could result in intermittent failures, further complicating the troubleshooting process. Several factors could lead to a DTC P1658 occurring in the Honda Accord. One common cause is an intermittent failure of the ETCS control relay, which may only manifest under certain conditions or temperatures, making it difficult to detect with standard testing methods. Additionally, poor connections at the terminals of the ETCS control relay or the ECM-PCM can also contribute to this error. Loose or corroded terminals might interrupt the relay's power source. It is also possible that the relay itself is simply faulty and may need to be replaced. Each of these issues can either directly lead to the malfunction or create conditions that result in unexpected behavior of the throttle control system. So it's vital to verify the status of each component involved. When DTC P1658 is triggered, drivers may experience several noticeable symptoms. One common manifestation is reduced engine performance, where the vehicle may struggle to accelerate as expected, resulting in a frustrating driving experience. This can also include intermittent acceleration issues, where the vehicle may hesitate or jerk unexpectedly during acceleration, causing concern for drivers. Furthermore, if the fault affects the ETCS significantly, the engine may enter limp mode, a protective mechanism that limits speed and power to prevent further damage. Recognizing these symptoms is crucial, as they can indicate not only the presence of DTC P1658, but could also suggest underlying issues with other related engine management components. To begin the troubleshooting process for DTC P1658, start by turning the ignition switch to the on second position. This action powers the vehicle's electrical systems without starting the engine. Once the ignition is on, you will perform the ETCS test using the HDS Honda Diagnostic System, a specialized tool designed for checking Honda vehicle systems. It is essential to check if the relay circuit is functioning properly at this stage. If the test indicates that the circuit is operational, it suggests that the issue could be intermittent. However, if the circuit is found to be faulty, you should proceed to the next troubleshooting step to diagnose the underlying problem. After determining the status of the relay circuit in the first troubleshooting step, you will now need to turn the ignition switch to the lock 0 position to power down the electrical system safely. This is a crucial safety step before accessing any electrical components. Then, you should remove the ETCS control relay from the underhood fuse/relay box carefully. Once detached, the next step is to test the relay itself to determine whether it is functioning correctly. If the relay tests out as working properly, you can proceed to the next step of troubleshooting. Conversely, if the relay is found to be defective, then it will need to be replaced, and you will then go to the final step of the troubleshooting process. In this step, you will prepare to check for continuity issues that could be causing the malfunction. Start by jumping the SCS, System Checking Switch line with the HDS tool, which allows the system to access diagnostic functions. After that, disconnect the ECM/PCM connector A, which contains multiple pins for various systems. It's crucial to check for continuity between terminal A21 of the ECM/PCM and body ground. Ensuring continuity indicates that the wire is intact and there are no shorts present that could disrupt power delivery. If continuity is confirmed, this would lead to investigating the condition of the wiring itself for potential repairs. A lack of continuity would require further steps to find the issue. As you progress further in your troubleshooting for DTC P1658, the next step involves disconnecting ECM/PCM connector C for isolation purposes. Once this connector is safely detached, turn the ignition switch back to the on position to allow access to live electrical measurements. The next task is to measure the voltage present between terminal C1 of the ECM/PCM connector and body ground. This voltage measurement is crucial as it provides insight into whether the ECM/PCM is correctly powering the throttle control relay circuit. If the voltage levels are insufficient or absent, this points toward an issue with the ECM/PCM itself or further wiring issues. Collecting these measurements will inform the next steps in repairs or parts replacement. After completing all necessary repairs for DTC P1658, it's important to validate that the system functions as intended. Start by conducting a thorough test of the ETCS to check if it operates smoothly and the throttle performance is normal. Following successful repairs, clear any diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, from the memory to reset the system. After clearing the codes, perform a road test to ensure that no new DTCs appear and the original symptoms do not return. This final verification step is essential to confirm that the repairs made have resolved the issue and that the vehicle is performing correctly, ensuring both safety and reliability in operation. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P1658, consistent preventive maintenance is key. Begin by regularly inspecting the ETCS control relay and other related electrical components to ensure they are in good working condition. Checking the connections for corrosion, dirt, or looseness is crucial, as these factors can contribute to the relay functioning intermittently or failing entirely. Additionally, it's important to maintain the overall health of the ECM engine control module, PCM powertrain control module through software updates and ensuring it is free from damage. Following these preventive measures can greatly enhance the reliability and longevity of the electronic throttle control system and the overall performance of your Honda Accord. In summary, understanding and addressing DTC P1658 involves a clear grasp of its causes, symptoms, and troubleshooting steps necessary for resolution. Recognizing that relay issues, poor connections, or faulty components can all contribute to this error is vital for effective repair and prevention. Following the outlined troubleshooting steps systematically ensures that no potential causes are overlooked, leading to a more accurate diagnosis and effective resolution of the problem. It is equally important to commit to regular preventive maintenance to keep the ETCS operating correctly and to avoid similar issues in the future. By adhering to these practices, vehicle owners can help ensure the long-term reliability and performance of their 2008 to 2012 Honda Accord. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.